Chug for 5.
No.
Alex, I swear to God.
You get 5. And you get 5.
Come on. Finish it.
He has to be cheating.
You're drunk.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Chug for 5, the podcast where basically anything goes. I'm Brenna. This is my co-host Alex, and as always, our special guest Tori. Let's go ahead and start with the Chug for 5, and while they're chugging for 5, I'll kind of let you know where we've been for the last, I don't know, like month and a half. It feels like I don't really know. So forever. So a lot of really exciting things happened. Oh, sorry, that's on me. Chug for 5, everyone. So a lot of really exciting things happened. I graduated college. Anthony also graduated college. Woo! Our production team entered a film festival and won an award.
Woo woo.
Let's see. These two went on a honeymoon. Let's hear a little bit about that while I count myself down for a 5 second.
Oh, I got you. You can talk.
So it was wonderful. We went to St. Martin on the Dutch side. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Recommend it if you get the chance. But yeah, we did a lot of excursions.
Peak and Pit.
So just
For everyone who doesn't know, Peak and Pit really fast.
Okay. Yeah.
Peak is like the best part of the trip, and Pit is the worst. And it could even be something that was still really good, just not the best. So each of you have to do a Peak and a Pit, and they can't be the same.
You think if you peek and pit, I'm going to high level overview of our excursions, just as a recap while you think, so then I can think while you're going through it.
Cool.
So we did multiple things, different days. We did an ATV tour where you took ATVs in a group all the way around the whole island. So the Dutch side's on one side, French side's on the other side, but the ATVs took you all the way around the exterior of that. And then we did zip lining on the steepest zip line in the world.
Terrifying.
The Flying Dutchman.
Terrifying.
And there's like 3 parts of that you could do. You took this little ski lift thing up. Super cool. And then we did a catamaran where we sailed around the ocean, around the island.
Did
Snorkeling with that. And then we did a couples massage too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Peak and Pit.
Peek and pit.
Pit.
You can't say leaving.
I'm not. Pit, I rolled my ankle on like day 2. So
Okay,
I was
not great,
hobbling
not
around
great.
for a while. Wasn't super great, but that was probably the Pit because every other day, amazing. Peak is hard because obviously we did a lot of excursions and that was so much fun. But also I think my peak was just one of the days. We went out to our like back door, which also was like a swim up room, and we literally just messed around, joked around, like whatever, in our just swim up pool, and that was like
just so much fun.
Highlight. Yeah, just us just swimming around in our own like little pool. Like it was cool. Yeah,
that was good stuff. We also had room service like every day.
Oh, facts. That was also part of it.
My peak was ordering 4 espresso martinis at 8 a.m. the day that we left. I'm just kidding. My peak is either Cheryl, the bartender at the pool, or Ramon, the bartender at the, Sunset rooftop bar?
Yeah.
I think it's Sunset.
Is that a rooftop?
Shout out to both of you.
Bar. They're great.
It's great.
Would highly recommend going to the Sonesta Ocean Point in St. Martin.
Yeah.
Pit.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, but
it could
do
be.
it. But Pitt would actually probably be trying to leave. We got delayed for 24 hours, which is totally fine. Don't mind that. The problem is we ended up on the French side of the island and we didn't have adapters. So we were charging our devices by charging an external charger to then charge the phones off of the TV.
It was like
the USB port in the TV.
It was a long 2 days, it felt like.
Yeah. It was a lot of times in the airport.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you guys have had like a lot of canceled flights, or like, well, I guess the only other one I can think of is you missed.
Yeah.
Which was not your fault.
But shout
Let's not
out
talk about that.
to Bojangles, because that's why we missed it. It was worth it.
That's funny.
No
Good
regrets.
stuff.
6-hour layover is worth the Bojangles.
Okay, so this week we're going to talk about conspiracy theories again. So I've got a fun list for us today. But to start off, for your guys' betting wise for the 5 seconds, also drink responsibly. How many percentage of Americans believe that the moon landing was fake? I think we can let everyone take a guess, but unless you get it right, well, I won't say it either way. Everyone gets a guess. It's just buzz for.
I already did it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, 47%.
believe that it was faked.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 32%.
Okay, 32. 25.
24. 33.
33. Only 11% believe that it was fake.
Wow.
Would you
okay.
guys like to double down?
I mean,
I always double down.
Sure.
Oh, wait. Do
Always
we
double
want one
down.
about, we'll do this one. How many Americans believe that the government is hiding aliens in Area 51? Again, percentage. According to Statista.com. So probably pretty reliable.
I'll go first.
One, because I'm sure.
48%.
48%?
I'm gonna guess 51%.
It's gotta be
51%?
high. It's gotta be high.
Yeah.
Back there?
57.
Okay. 12?
35.
35? 26.
Dang.
So I think everyone else went over. I think Cora got both of them. So everyone else do their chug for 10. And I will get into. You double down. That's not on me.
No, I'm here for it.
You know what?
I need extra room. Oh, it's coming.
Okay. I was gonna say, I can't. My hands are full. Oh, wait. So I looked a bunch of this. So the first part of them that I found, I got off of Reddit from a celebrity conspiracy theory thread. So I don't have all of these people's usernames who did it, but that's where I got my information from. So the first one, that Drake might have been the reason that XX Tenacion? Am I saying that right? Okay, well, that's not his real name. Let's show some respect. Well, it's also not. Yeah, right. I was saying, neither is that, though. It's his alias, was killed. And the reason that they say this is Drake made a song about how he kills people and does not like. So he, just if he doesn't like you and you guys are beefing, Drake's coming for you, apparently. And he said in a song, I guess one of the lyrics was, he says he kills them for Louis Vuitton bags, which is exactly how X was the reason that they said he randomly was killed was because of it. Question.
Is the theory that Drake himself killed him or he hired someone
He
to kill
hired
him?
someone to kill him. He's the reason that he is dead.
Asking for some clarification.
Sure. And it said that, so randomly, X beforehand, 2 months before he was killed, he said, if he dies randomly, it was Drake. He proclaimed that, was just this is happening. And then 2 months later, he's killed. And people think it's Drake.
Here's my thing. Mm-hmm. Can he even do that? He was an actor in Degrassi. Can he just hire hitmen?
I think that anyone...
Drake's supposed to be a good guy.
Okay.
How did X die?
So
again?
he was... sorry, I had to find my bullet on it. He was in a car dealership. He was in a car and someone shoots him in the neck, kills him, breaks in the car, and only steals a Louis Vuitton bag.
Stage robbery.
I think that was framing.
And then a few months later, after his death, Drake releases a song called Mob Ties, where he says it's about how he is orchestrating getting people killed he does not like. And he has a very interesting lyric, and it says, sick of these, they bleeped out the word, hire some help, get rid of those, bleeped out the word, Louis bags in exchange for body bags. And all they took was his Louis bag. And he says,
Poor
standing
choice
over
of
your
words.
coffin with a hammer and nail, I'm running a blitz. So basically, I could kind of see it. And to answer your thing that you're just oh, Drake's supposed to be a great guy. He's it's not 100% confirmed. And obviously all of these are theories too, but he's a groomer for younger, females. There's been several people, the most recent one is Millie Bobby Brown, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. There's been two more and I can't think of their names.
Gross.
Where it's he has very uncomfortable relationships with them before they turn 18. And then it's speculated that they're together and
Ugh.
things like that. So not the biggest
Cringe.
fan.
So do you think it's true?
I mean,
What are your
Can I give you
thoughts?
One more. This is a song quote.
I said it.
No. This is a crazier one.
Oh, Ronald
Yep.
with
I know
with
about
the
this one.
lyrics
Oh wait, so
here.
he says maybe I should do 20. I wish I had the beat with it. Maybe I should do 20. Maybe I should break 20, do a 10. Maybe I should break that 10, do a 5. Then if he can slide, do that 5 again. I don't understand what that means.
XXX. If that is 10, 10, 10.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wow.
that 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5, and somehow it came out to equal XXX.
You guys lost me at math.
I'm not going to throw it to you. But so anyways, I mean, I think that he should potentially be investigated if that was a thing.
Well, do you think they ever was there?
No,
any-
so on this
Doubt
thing,
it.
they said they were like, he was never even looked into, even though there's all these other, like all these signs like point to him with X being like.
Did they have actual beef? Like,
Yes.
why?
So I guess
But like, about, do you know why?
yeah, because so it's apparently Drake was stealing his beats and I can't remember what else they said on there. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
Well, if you are stealing his beats, why would you kill him? Don't you need his beats?
I mean, true, but
Valid question.
it says,
Asking for a friend.
yeah, I don't know. It says that they had beef and they were like beefing on Twitter, like at each other, like all the time.
Okay.
I don't know. But the biggest thing to me is that he was like, if I randomly die, it was Drake. So like, obviously there probably had to be something.
I'm saying it right now. If I randomly die, it's Brenna.
That's not my name. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that one was interesting because I've never heard that one before. And this one had like a ton of like comments on it that people are like, this is
Yeah.
so crazy. I've never heard it before.
I feel like Drake was feeding into the fire after he died and then did the song.
And I mean, that very well could be. I also like, I mean, I feel like he tries to act like
He
he's
could
so
try to
hood
get
and stuff.
views.
Yeah, I mean, he could, but also he's like Drake. I feel like people are going to listen to his stuff no matter
True.
what.
That's true.
You know?
But is he losing relevance?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know the last song that he did.
I feel like he hasn't come out with an album for a while.
It's been a minute. I feel like.
I don't know, like last summer. I don't know. I don't really listen to his music too much anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
But like in high school, that ish was my jam.
Yeah.
Okay, Britney Spears isn't actually free, and the woman we see on her Insta isn't actually Britney.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
And this also includes a theory that she wasn't actually at her wedding and didn't
Yes,
want to get
all of
married.
the photos
also
are
included
Photoshopped.
weirdness surrounding the celebs at her wedding. How she posted pics of dresses she'd wear at her wedding before her wedding, which made people raise eyebrows even more because she didn't do like any of those.
There's a picture with the old lady, and she's a relevant old lady. I don't know who she is, but it's a picture of her with Sam, and the pastor guy, the dude that's in the background that married them, is in the background of a different picture, same exact picture of this guy holding his thing. I'm assuming the Bible, but he's holding the book in the back, and it's like photocopied, like they copied and pasted this guy in the background of the picture of the one. And then there's another picture of Sam with the old lady. Who is she? She's someone
Don't look at
relevant.
me,
She's
I
wearing
don't
yellow.
know.
Did you look at any of the pictures?
No, this was just a Reddit thread.
She's someone important. I don't know. But she's like this famous lady. And there's two pictures that they've both posted. One's like in a random place that's not the wedding. And then the one they posted from the wedding has like all these flowers and all of this stuff in the background. All of it's fake.
I don't know. My biggest thing is that that really sold it for me was that from their wedding, all the only editorial photos that they posted were of her quote unquote husband. And there's none of her. Like, I don't know who he is. Like, he is not the reason I would look at stuff from Britney Spears' wedding. I'm looking at Britney Spears' wedding because I want to see the other celebs there and I want to see what she wore. I literally, is his name Sam? Is that who
Yeah.
you're calling Sam? Yeah. Oh, who is he?
All of the pictures of Britney are blurry. All of them. There isn't a single like good picture of her or of them together. All of hers are blurry and like half edited. Like there's one, I think it's like Selena Gomez and like Madonna and like Paris Hilton. And they all look like they're photoshopped together and that it's not even like a legit picture.
Did any of the celebs like come out and be like, "Oh, that's not us. We weren't there," kind of thing?
No, because I
No.
looked at the day of their
know
wedding
why.
when they posted all the stuff. Like I went to all those celebs pages because I no one was posting like what she was wearing,
Yeah.
and I was like, let me see. And then finally, photos came out, and again, the only photo that the people really had of the dress was a photo of him with her, like just like her dress hanging next to him. Like all of the photos from the wedding that I think it was in like People or something were just her.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
And that is just like, no, what? No one just looks, like the grooms,
Yeah.
you guys are, like, people want to see what you're wearing. Like, you all look very handsome and things like that. But, like, if you're the groom and then Britney Spears, sorry, his name is Sam. That's rude on my part. Sam and then Britney Spears, you're looking at Britney Spears. Like, you want to see what you're a fan of her. You're seeing what she's
100%.
wearing. Like, again,
Yeah.
who is he to her? Who is he in this?
Her husband.
I meant like, is he someone
Allegedly.
famous? Allegedly.
Well, didn't Alex, that last conspiracy episode, say that it was
I was gonna say, actually, he's married to his
his
sister.
sister?
Oh,
yeah.
His Who's not actually his sister.
Yeah.
That one was a loop.
Pish posh.
But yeah, so this one is just saying that she wasn't there at the actual wedding. They have just actors who are playing, like, doing stuff for her, and no one knows they think that she's still locked up in her.
Well, there's a recent one where she always does her dancing in the basement and all of that, and she did this thing where she like put her hands up and went down, and as she's
You sent me
crossing and
that
her
one.
hands go down,
Like
her
there's a
face
filter.
changes.
Yeah,
Like there
like
was a
over
filter
it.
on her face.
Yeah, they were using like a face filter, and as soon as she went down, it completely changed. Like her eyes weren't even the same.
Yeah.
It's not even like it could be blurry or like something. Like
Right.
it looked like a different person.
I don't know. Those were, like I said, both of these, I knew about this one because you sent me some videos, but like not as much as what like,
She loves this theory.
because I mean,
Well,
it's just like
'cause-
crazy.
She's very invested, I feel like.
Brittany's my girl.
Yeah, and like they were saying that like she was talking about all these different dresses that she was gonna wear leading up to her wedding and how she was gonna like change and stuff, and like she didn't post anything about them. So it's like if you're gonna have a conspiracy theory, like if you're gonna do a conspiracy theory, like do it correctly.
You
if that
tell
makes
'em.
sense.
You tell 'em.
I'm trying to. Okay, this one was one of the shorter ones I just thought was funny. It says Aubrey Plaza is an alien who was sent down to Earth to like study us, and then she accidentally became famous, and now she's stuck here, continuing to be famous actress, so she doesn't create suspicion that there's like aliens roaming around. And I think that was just hilarious. I love Aubrey Plaza. I think that she is an amazing.
Just $20 says Al has no idea who that is.
No, I do.
Who?
She's in Parks and Rec.
Which one is she in Parks and Rec?
The secretary.
Oh yeah,
Is she a secretary?
Honestly, I'm really impressed, and I'll Venmo you $100.
Do you want to know why?
I do actually, because you know nobody's name.
Because in a previous role that I had with my employer, we had like themed teams, and ours was Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's cute.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
I had to look it
Wow,
up.
I'm
I had
impressed.
to look it up.
No, I love her too.
Oh, I think she's so funny.
So funny.
And,
I
like,
love her
if-
humor.
I would wish that like someone would bring this up to her because I think that she would play into it. She'd
Oh,
be like,
she would.
She'd be like,
She
how
always
did you?
looks,
She'd be like, no.
She always looks annoyed to be anywhere that she's at, and I think that's part of it.
That's
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
her
It's like part
gig.
of her
Yeah.
thing. And she was like, I think that the reason, because then I like looked into see if there's any like anything else why people think that she's an alien. And they were like, why does Aubrey Plaza act like this? And she was like, when I grew up, like growing up, like we were told like not to show like a ton of emotion. And so she was like, so that's why like when people say stuff to me, she was like, I don't show emotion. Like I'm just like, yep.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Just-
She was
So,
in something we watched recently.
White Lotus?
yes.
Yeah, but something else too.
I actually just started that back up. That's really random, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
She's been in a
No,
lot of
I
things.
like her.
I love her. I think she's great.
She is.
Yeah, so that one was just like a really funny one. And then Lindsay Lohan, do you know who she is?
Did you never go to summer camp?
Lindsay Lohan I never actually went to summer camp.
I did
I
not
did.
either.
My roommate pissed the
Shame
bunk
on my
bed.
parents.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you?
It was a
was
cot.
she on
No,
top and you
it
were
was-
on bottom?
It wasn't a bunk. It was a cot. Well, there's a puddle, and we were all like,
Who did it?
Well, it was probably
"Who did we
underneath your
tell
bed.
our scout leader? Like, where is she? It's in the middle of the night, and there's a puddle.
That's funny.
I don't want a bear to come.
What a bear to come. Okay, so apparently Lindsay Lohan had a twin sister who died. They both played in The Parent Trap together.
I thought there was two for so long.
But her sister died
did.
during the filming, I guess. And so they had to keep it a secret so the film wouldn't be known as like a tragedy and people wouldn't want to like not watch it.
I call BS on this one. Reason why?
And so, okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
I'll
no.
let you finish.
No, go ahead.
I'm just calling BS on it real quick because
Call it.
there's two of them. That's double the revenue. The parents are not gonna. I feel like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
I feel
why they
like
killed
they're
the
gonna
twin.
no, but they're gonna promote it at a very young age. Was that like her first movie
Mary
she
Kate
ever
and
did?
Ashley, they were famous off of two of them.
But I'm saying, yeah, like I think this was
So
her
that-
first.
I agree with you, is
but I'm
what
saying,
I'm
I think
saying.
this was her first movie, and I think she died during like the filming or like right after or something. So the parents already got the check, as horrible as that sounds.
Well, what I'm saying is like during like the whole process of filming it and like them getting to that point, they'd be like, oh, these twins that are so amazing. Look at both of these girls. Like, da da da. I feel like there would have been like pictures, da da da, and like as they were actually still filming, not when it was over.
Which I mean, I agree. I just to play devil's advocate because I feel like you gotta.
I got you. I feel that. I feel that.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying, I think that all of that did happen. But I'm sure that because this was Disney who paid it. Disney doesn't have that. Disney doesn't have that on there. I'm sure Disney paid a good amount of money for everyone to be like, there's only one of them, and we're all gonna say it, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut.
Wait,
They signed.
so you believe it?
No, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
I'm just saying I could see why someone believes this theory, and they're saying that's why she's developed so many bad, like, why she's just gone in like a downward spiral is because she's been having to deal with this and can't tell anyone about it, type of thing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I believe it. That's why it's called a conspiracy theory.
I got you.
Throw it out there.
Throw it.
Is Paul dead? Paul McCartney?
Oh, I think we talked about
I thought
this
you were
last
gonna say
time.
Paul Walker, and I was like, yes, I cried for days.
I thought he was going to be like Amanda Bynes
Right.
because she went through.
I don't have one about Amanda Bynes, sorry.
Paul
But I'm just saying.
Walker.
Not Paul
Or
Walker.
Paul McCartney.
That would
Beatles.
be one to look into.
I think, didn't I say I think he's alive?
You said that you did think he was alive because I said it like Paul McCartney is the older in times Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
And then that's
I-
when you did your
oh,
tweet, just Paul versus.
Yeah, that night I tweeted and I was trying to get really positive response and I accidentally forgot to type it all out. And the question was who? Question mark. And then the options were Paul McCartney or Avril Lavigne, and Avril won.
But
I know, shocked.
I said on the
Literally
podcast
shocked.
she'd only get 3 votes, and like
I got
literally
like 4 or 5.
yeah, but like for at least like 24 hours, and probably 2 of those votes are you two right here, probably.
No, I think one was Daniela.
I'm just saying, like literally up to almost the 24-hour mark when it was ending, you had like 3, and then randomly you got like 2 more. But I guessed you're right.
You did. To be fair, you're pretty close.
I think with Alex, the thing is with
There
Alex,
were 10 votes.
Okay, whatever. The thing with Alex
It was
more than
Avril
4.
Lavigne or
is
the Beatles.
anybody that's actually like dead or like died, she
Right.
thinks is still alive,
Yeah.
and vice versa. Anybody that's
They need a break.
supposedly still
need a
alive,
break.
yeah, they need a break from Hollywood. So they,
I mean, I get it. Can
Higher
you
step
imagine
level.
having people just like in your business 24/7?
I can do
Ugh.
it. I don't think.
The pass. I mean, I don't do anything interesting,
No.
but
Yeah.
like going to the store, like
This
I
is-
walked around
this is what
Target
we
today
got.
with my mom. I wouldn't be able, like, you can't do that. I
Yeah.
love Target.
I love Target also.
Anyways. Oh, wait, this next one is in support of Pride Month. Woo.
We should cheers.
We should. I don't know why I like made it so difficult underneath my thing. So apparently Taylor Swift is either bi or a lesbian.
I agree.
And all of her boyfriends have been beards. And some of them have been like mutual where they don't want to come out of the closet either. So she's been like their beard. Or if they're not, they like help promote their career. Or they get like something out of it. Whether
Didn't she
it's
date,
whatever.
like Joe Jonas?
No, Selena Gomez did. No, she did. You're
Don't
right.
me, I don't know any of.
She
the
dated
couple.
everyone.
She had
Stuff.
well, so that's my first point. Is her boy crazy phase, where she only writes about her exes, and so people are being like, "Oh, she dates through all these people," and it's
She
because
needs it for inspiration.
Right. But so they're saying that she only it's all like public persona is all fake because she began as a country artist, and country artist that's not very well accepted, and so like she needed to keep up this persona to keep it going. Like they can't keep a man and all this stuff. And her label wouldn't allow her to be publicly open about it.
I will say she's all over Lestopia on TikTok. So everybody on TikTok thinks that
She is.
Yeah.
Well, so I have some more information for you to hopefully lead it.
Oh.
She has previously apparently dated a band member and one of her backup singers. And then more famously, she dated Diana Aragon. I don't know. She was on Glee. And Carly Kloss, who's a supermodel. I guess the Carly Kloss one was more like they were together for, I guess, like years.
yeah.
And apparently there's like, of her and Carly Kloss, there's a photo that surfaced of them like hardcore making out. And apparently you can look it
I
up.
don't know about that.
And I guess she's made a lot of hints in her songs about having to hide a forbidden love.
Sometimes she changes the word him to her, like in concerts.
That is actually true.
I believe you guys. Just feeds into this even more. But yeah, so they said that she makes a lot of hints in her songs about having a hidden, forbidden romance with her best friend, and her and Carly, like, they called each other best friends. Carly had a room at her house. They both lived near it. Like, one of her songs, like, had to do, like, about a street where Carly lived in New York and had, like a garden gate, and it was, like, having to sneak through the garden gate at night to, like, come and see you, like, all of these different things. I didn't look into all of the lyrics.
Out to the garden to see.
Oh, that is the word.
Keep quiet, because we're dead if they knew.
Taylor, are you here
Just
tonight?
close your eyes.
Okay, and then apparently
Down for a little while.
maybe check for 5 on that.
Maybe
please, actually, no,
check
Chug-
those lyrics. They're
Chug for
50% right.
100%.
But yeah, so I guess she's made just a bunch of different hints about them. And then apparently in 2019, she was planning to come out during Pride Month and cycle the Rainbow Latin Lover, which I don't know is one of her albums called Lover.
Yeah.
And it was, I guess it's supposed to be like rainbow and everything like that. So it was supposed to come out around that time. But a couple things happened.
Oh gosh.
First, all of her stuff was sold to Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
And then knowing that if she were to come out to this, knowing that all of the Swifties would re-listen to her music and re-find all of these clues that they've already connected, she didn't want to give him all that extra revenue for all of these more things. So she said she wouldn't do that.
Do you think she'll announce after she remakes all of them?
Maybe. Yeah, she said it would be making, this is again just this theory from this person, was making Scooter a ton of money on the streams that all of them would have gone through to look at.
Yeah.
Carly Kloss, who was the longtime secret girlfriend, didn't want to come out because she's been married. She's now married, and she didn't want to bring it out to, like, I don't know if any of this is true. This is all theories, so don't come at us. This is all theories. But apparently she just didn't want that to happen, to come out, because she was publicly married to this guy who's now a billionaire. She didn't want to give that financial security up or throw suspicion at that family whatsoever, or like throw anything on her husband or anything like that. And then additionally, homophobia is still very alive, and coming out could be very dangerous for her personal safety, because she's already she already has stalkers who've broken into her house. Her fans are like, they live and die for her and would go nuts if they learned all of these stuff had lied to them. Like, people think that her fans would be really upset if she's been lying to them this entire time.
If JoJo Bobo can come out, I'm just saying.
No, I mean,
I'm saying she like was, I don't know, like kid idol thing. And I'm saying Taylor can bite the bullet if that's what she wants to do.
People are saying, a lot of people in the LGBTQ plus community already know that she is either bi or lesbian, and part of their community not only supports, but they're like, you can tell from the way that she write, like their lyrics, like they're like, if you know, you know. And they say the themes of forbidden love, hidden and secret romances, rumors of falling in and out of love with their best friend, they all say is like, they just said it like speaks to them on a different level, and so they know that the themes underneath there are there for them, and so they believe it as well, according to this Reddit thing. So what do you guys think? Great. Great.
I don't know.
I
It's
could see it go
hard.
either way. Like, if she is great, if she's not great, she's still very much an ally for,
I agree.
I feel like, for the community either way.
Either way, whatever's fine. The thing I don't like is, like, I feel like there is pressure, like, put on her to announce either way.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably.
and I don't think that
She shouldn't have to.
I don't think it should,
whenever
right.
she
I
wants
think
to
she should
make
do whatever
that
she wants to do.
announcement, and whenever she wants to do that, it's perfectly up to her. She doesn't have
Right.
to abide by, anybody else's guidelines. But, like, I feel like the pressure of, like, okay, well, this is our theory from, like, a fan base. Are we right or not?
Yeah.
You need to answer us kind of thing.
Well, so all of these that I've picked so far, honestly, I think all of them that I've done today, I've never heard before.
Oh,
And so, like,
really?
this one was, I've never heard this before.
Really?
About any of these people.
She's not a part of Lestopia on TikTok.
I'm an ally,
Facts.
but I'm happily married
She
to
is
a
an
man.
ally. Facts.
So, but yeah, no, like, never heard any of these. So
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting. These next ones come from my good friend Shaheem on TikTok. The Kardashian and Jenner. So basically, there's a Kardashian curse, which I have briefly heard about, but I didn't know too much about it. The Kardashian and Jenners are related to a witch called Kekel Kardashian, and that they all became famous due to like that witchcraft. Sorry, she was not a witch. The theory is that Kekel. And I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name
because of Kim K's sex tape.
But hold on. I mean, you're not wrong. But according to this theory, the only reason that happened is because of this. It's because the theory goes that I'm not going to say her name because I think I've already butchered it about 10 times. Was being abused, and they just said was being abused and other bad things were happening. I don't know what that means. So she ran away. She went to a village in Armenia, which is known for their witches, and made a deal with them that her future offspring, children, her future generations would not have to go through what she went through, and that they would be able to have fame, wealth, and money. The witches granted that with the catch that they, like, to have all this, they would never find true love. So if they want to have this life, they won't be able to have true love. And to be able to keep their fame, they have to drain it from the men that they were, quote unquote, in love with. And they can, so that's why they say the Kardashian curse is because you can see, like, they're like, you can see it with, like, the basketball players that Kendall has dated. Like, after they've been done dating, like, they aren't, like, they don't do as well any longer.
Yeah.
Same thing with, like, Kim Kardashian. Like, you can see it with, like, she was with Ray J.
Kanye.
She was with Kanye.
She's struggling.
Kanye was also, like, struggling beforehand. But I think that this amplified what it would have been. Chris Humphries is who she's been with. Courtney was Scott. Who knows what's going to happen with Travis? She was with some, like, famous supermodel. Now I don't think anyone does any work with him. Kylie with, like, Travis Scott. Like, he had Astral World. So, I mean, I don't, obviously, who knows if any of these are real, but it was interesting.
That is an interesting one.
That they say that. And witches, man. I actually have another witch one after coming up as well. Post Malone is cursed. And he actually confirmed this in a interview. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No, but I love Posty.
So apparently, so he's confirmed this theory in some interview, and he was on Ghost Hunters with one of his friends and was in a supernatural museum, and they touched this box that contained evil spirits. Him and his friend both saw like a dark figure, so then they ran afterwards. And then shortly after that, he found bite marks on his arm that he couldn't, like, contribute to anything. 2 of his wheels on his private jet blew out. He then got into a car crash, which totaled his vehicle.
So this is real quick. So this is after he's
This is all
already
within
famous.
like a few months after this like evil spirits box.
Okay, no, but it was after like him being famous. Like
Yes.
it's not prior.
No,
Okay.
yeah, he has a private jet.
Okay. Well, that's why I was like, okay, that makes sense. Obviously,
Yeah.
he didn't have a private
Yeah.
jet before being famous.
Right.
So okay, got it.
So yeah, and then one of his homes was broken into, and apparently he was pistol whipped, like in the face from it, and all within a few months of him touching this box of evil spirits. And he like confirmed it in an interview. So like, do you guys believe in
Interesting.
like ghosts and stuff?
Yeah.
Alex, I'm going to get you to do more than just shake for our fans who are
I
not
do.
watching.
I do. Well, Posty's your guy. I was giving you the floor.
Yeah.
Posty is my guy. I mean, it sounds like a series of bad luck. As far as like spirits and ghosts, he's not saying or claiming that he's seen any of it, unless that's not an information
they're claiming
you've
that they
given me.
saw him, that they saw a dark figure
Like
in the
shadows.
room. It was dark,
After
like
the box.
everything was dark.
I feel like I'm a very skeptical person, so it's hard for me to be like
Not even for Posty, who
100%
said
I
that he was
believe in
cursed.
this or this. I know if he says he's cursed, then I'm like, okay, yeah, probably he's got some bad luck. But
But you
do I
don't think it's because of this?
Do I think there's ghosts following him around and you touch
probably
my
a
box and
sugar.
now I will destroy you or give
Right.
you bad luck? I don't know. Maybe I believe in like spirits or like there's some other entity, but I don't I don't know. I don't think because you touch a box that he's gonna he's haunted now. I don't know.
That's
I don't
fair.
know. I don't
Coming
know.
from the woman that won't let me bring my Ouija board in the house.
No, you're not bringing that thing
That's
in the
fair,
house.
actually.
I said I believe in spirits. You bring that box in our
So you
house.
believe in those
It's
spirits?
an original,
It is-
it's an original set. It's old as hell. They've
This
been playing
box that
on
he
it
touched
for
was
years.
apparently
It was
old as
her
hell.
grandmother's.
That's the future.
Don't bring that thing into our house. I'm telling you right now.
What about in the garage?
Huh?
In the garage?
No, not. It's not setting foot on the property.
It already has been.
On our property?
Yeah, it was in my dad's truck. He brought it out and you said, nope. Take it back.
So that
you guys are
explains a
moving?
lot.
Okay, then this one I found very interesting, also about witchcraft. Giselle Bunching, Tom Brady's ex-wife, she's a supermodel,
Ah, yep.
is a witch and is the reason that Tom Brady was so successful. And
You said ex-wife?
ex-wife, yeah.
Has he won since then?
No. And I
She
will
doesn't
be
watch
getting
football.
into it.
I was going to
do
say
sports.
fake, but
She
maybe
doesn't do
it's real.
sports.
Really old also.
Right, but he won a Super Bowl when he was like, what, 44?
I don't know.
So you're telling
Tom
me 1
Brady?
year, and I'm going to tell you why, Ronald. I'm going to tell
Oh,
you why.
here it comes.
We're talking
Here it
Tom
comes.
Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah.
Didn't he just retire and
He
unretire?
did, yes.
And he didn't win?
I will
He's
be
getting-
getting
she's
to
getting
that. Okay, so the deal was, so he knew that she was a witch when they got married, and the deal was that she would give him all his football success with her witchcraft as long as he retired at 45, so they could then focus on their family. What is weird is that, I literally wrote, what is weird? What is weird is that in an interview, Brady confirms that his wife is a witch, and that she had all the stuff for him.
Did he say which? Or did he
Yes.
say?
No. He said which. They had subtitles on. But he says he confirms this and says that his wife has told him different mantras or spells to say before a game. She has made him altars at different games. She has made him wear a special necklace that has crystals and a potion in it. She's made him potions to take before a game.
Come on.
And has certain crystals to wear.
Where's your
Flies
source?
around on a broom.
I'm not saying I believe it, but it's just, this is everything that he is saying in this interview.
See,
And she gives him protection stones, healing stones, drops that she makes.
He's running down the field and he's dropping crystals out of his pockets.
He also said that she has predicted how each season is going to go for him. And he was like, in the beginning, I didn't believe it, but she's done it every single time. So you're kind of oh, okay. And yeah.
can you cite this interview? Because I would really like to.
It was I'll send you the TikTok from the Shareem guy who
Okay.
who puts it in there.
Okay.
And
For sure.
it was it's him. I think it's something for Gillette because he's laying back and there's a warm towel at times, but I don't ever see them shaving him because they only show little clips of what he's saying.
Is it a joke? Is that?
He did not seem like he
It's
was
a
joking.
commercial.
It sounds like a joke.
No, I mean, again, I'm just telling you what this conspiracy is because I've never heard it before and I thought it was funny.
Isn't he the one on the commercial recently? It's let's go.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where I was going.
Oh, the rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is accurate. That is him. He also says that she told him that it's a good thing. So she was I'm a witch and it's a good thing that you married a good witch. Did she say bitch? We still don't know. And then at age 45, he retired and then canceled it. And that made Giselle upset because they had...
He was trying to do a loophole. He said,
Right.
retire at 45. Okay, retire.
And then 40 days
but
later...
now I'm back.
Right. And so I guess
He
it made
has
her...
the cheat codes.
Well, he doesn't because it made her very upset that she broke the agreement. So then they ended up getting divorced. And apparently he didn't have a really great season when he came back. And it was the first time since 2002 that he lost 3 consecutive games in a row. And everyone is saying, this conspiracy theory person, Shareem from TikTok said. So everyone said that, it's because his old age finally caught up to him because they no longer had the stuff from her, which is why he couldn't keep up with everyone else.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say.
Say it.
I'm not going to say witches aren't real because if I do say that, then all the witches are going to come after me.
Right.
So I'm not going to do that.
Safe bet.
But, right. So, but I
But
also
you don't believe
do
that
not
Giselle
believe
is that?
this. No, this has got to be some hoax. Like he went on this
the
interview and was like making all this shit up, like for
and it could
publicity.
be. It
like,
truly,
for a
obviously,
joke.
could be because they didn't show the whole interview. But it was really.
I mean, funny.
Come
Come
on. The mantras thing, and then the part that I was literally laughing at was when he was like, "Yeah, she's a good witch," and I was like, "What?"
That's gotta be a joke. And I like now that you said that, and now that Alex said, I can only imagine him running down the field with crystals falling out of his pocket. That's all I'm imagining now. Like it's a joke. It's got to be a joke.
Yeah. So all of these were like really funny. And then the last one's not very long, and it's about Nicolas Cage that he is apparently an immortal. And I guess there's a photo of him from the Civil War that literally they did post show the photo of him. It did look just like him, and the person was trying to sell it for $1 million.
$1 million.
Austin Powers?
Yes.
Ooh, go ahead and drink.
All right.
Okay, but do you know how many like videos there are of like celebrities that were made in the
Keanu Reeves?
same?
Lookalikes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
mean 100%.
says they're made in the same.
I just did different conspiracy theories that I didn't think that we'd heard
No,
before.
I'm saying like Nicolas
I
Cage.
haven't
They're
heard
saying
this
they
one,
saw
yeah.
him in the Civil War, but they also say like Zoe Deschanel and Katy Perry are like identical, which like they are. So like there could have been a Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah,
lookalike.
100%. Zoe Saldana and that other. Ooh, why can't I think of her name? She's in Westworld. Oh, I can't think of her name, but they literally look so much alike, and they both are here right now.
See, so I'm saying he's probably got a doppelganger, but immortal.
But so this
Everybody's got a doppelganger.
Shaheem guy on TikTok was like, I don't really believe this one, and I don't remember what he said about the other ones that we've said. But that's when he says he doesn't really believe it because if he was immortal, why is he aging? And he currently is aging.
That's true.
So
But you have to like age a little, or you'll throw people off.
or not only that, but it's also like, I mean, he probably isn't immortal for his, like, there's probably a time where it's like he's got to go somewhere else. Maybe he's like, listen, I've seen some shit.
True.
I'm ready. This is it. We're ready to go. I'm ending on
He
a
could probably
high.
skip a couple of
you know.
decades and then come back and try again.
He could. I mean, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Nicolas Cage, though. Wild guy. Another conspiracy theory with him. Not really, but the movie National Treasure.
What about it?
It's all about conspiracies. Is he in that to throw people off from the conspiracy that is him? Probably. Well,
You heard it here first.
thank you for joining us for our episode back. Let us know if there's any good celebrity theories that you want us to talk about. As always, drink responsibly and chug for 5.
Woo!
Woo!